Hey everybody, so I've noticed a growing trend on Halo Infinite. Ever since Season 3, there has been numerous bugs and issues that seem to be getting worse, and just the overall quality and the stability of the game has greatly decreased. The biggest issue of all is crashing out of games. This was an issue when the game first came out, but it's at the point now where entire lobbies will crash. Not just one player, but everybody will crash from the game. Not only that, but there's different types of crashing now. Your game will freeze and just close. The whole lobby will crash, you'll fail to load into the game at all, and this is happening to everyone. A couple streamers I watch, they're all crashing. My girlfriend has lost like 200, 300 CSR just from crashes alone. I noticed that I crash on just live fire. It really has to be fixed. Now there was already an update this season that was supposed to address crashing. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to have worked, or at least not as well as everyone was hoping. And there's also been some other bugs that have been introduced with Season 3 that I'm going to quickly list off because I've been receiving messages left and right from frustrated Halo players, and they really need to be prioritized. Some of these have already been addressed in the past, and yet they've come back with Season 3. First up, and this is the most frustrating, is a blank melee. You'll melee someone, it just does no damage. This has become very, very common. You'll run up to someone, you'll try assault rifle them, and you'll finish them off with a melee, or you'll sidekick them and you'll try to finish them off with a punch. It does not register your punch and you die. This is happening more and more. It could be desync, which is something that should have been fixed ages ago. But as a side note, just the overall stability of the game just doesn't seem to be as good as Season 2. There's some really big visual bugs as well. You guys may have seen this, but I'll throw an example up on screen now. It's like it's artifacting, the game's actually breaking and it fails to actually render. It looks terrible, and this really needs to be fixed too. The other high priority bug that we really need to see fixed is weapon specific. And first of all, the rocket launcher splash damage. I have seen so many clips of people posting on Twitter, because they've all come my way, of people firing rocket launchers or tank shells, and the splash damage just doesn't kill them. It makes them very weak, but it should be a one-hit kill, and it just doesn't do it. The shock rifle also has a bug that 20% of the time when you headshot someone, it will not accurately transfer damage for an instant kill. This is both bad for competitive and big team battle. You're in a high pressure situation, you have to hit the headshot, you do hit the headshot, and it just doesn't register. This needs to be fixed too. And I've also noticed the sidekick, which is the handgun, the magnums, the bloom seems worse and less consistent. I have over 50,000 kills with that weapon, and it felt more consistent when the game first came out than it does in Season 3. Now 343 said that they have a 90% bar in terms of quality, and when something is 90% ready, it'll be released to the game. That is okay if that last 10% is fixed very quickly, but these persistent issues really have to be fixed because they're really affecting the quality of the game. There's so much good about Halo Infinite, especially with Season 3, but when I die to things outside of my control that really should be working, it gets very frustrating. I already know you guys in the comments are going to feel the exact same way. You're going to give me examples of what hasn't been working since Season 3 launched. I'm sure there's a lot of bugs. Thank you to everybody who direct messaged me on Twitter, giving me information to pass on to 343. It's been very helpful. As a very quick side note, I've also been getting a lot of messages of people saying they're sick of the Season 3 maps. Playing it sometimes is fun, but playing it over and over and over again, they want a nice balance of every map now. I feel the same way. I don't mind playing the new maps, but I would like to play the other stuff in the game too. So that's going to wrap it up for today's video, guys. A very important video that I just had to get out. I pushed back my normal content video a day because there is a lot of issues happening. In the meantime, the best way you can minimize crashing is to have your resolution on 100%, your simulation quality on ultra, and have the rest on medium to low. If your render distance is a bit short like this, turn the geometry quality up one level until you can see enemies where you need to. From what I've heard, this makes the game as stable as it can be to minimize your risk of crashing. So thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. As always, if you want to bring this video to 343's attention so it can get fixed faster, leaving a like for the algorithm really helps, and I'll see you guys later.